This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hello, cat lovers! Welcome to Cattitude. I'm your show host, Michelle Fern. The holidays are here, 2022, and they're not as weird as they were the last 2 years. We can actually go out and shop, but there's lots you can find right at your fingertips too. And I'm going to tell you about some great products that the Hagen Group has. And you're saying, who's the Hagen Group? Well, they're amazing, and we're gonna talk to their senior marketing manager, tell you all about it and some of their great products for your cats for the holidays, or, hey, anytime. We'll be right back.
Take a bite out of your competition. Advertise your business with an ad in Pet Life Radio podcasts and radio shows. There is no other pet-related media that is as large and reaches more pet parents and pet lovers than Pet Life Radio. With over 7 million monthly listeners, Pet Life Radio podcasts are available on all major podcast platforms, and our live radio stream goes out to over 250 million subscribers on iHeartRadio, Odyssey, TuneIn, Stitcher, and other streaming apps. For more information on how you can advertise on the #1 pet podcast and radio network, visit PetLifeRadio.com/advertise today.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to welcome Damian Hall. He's the Senior Marketing Manager at the Hagen Group, and your cat division is called Catit. So welcome, Damian.
Hello. Thank you for having me today.
I'm so excited to have you. Catit just has the best stuff. You guys are always on cutting edge. But before we get to that, let's talk about Hagen, because a lot of times people know, when they're out shopping, all the pet parents, they know names when they see the names, but they don't always know the parent group over, different names. So what is the Hagen Group about?
Well, what the Hagen Group is it's our parent company. Hagen Group is a family-owned pet supply manufacturing company that is headquartered in Montreal, Canada. We've been in the pet industry since 1955. We were founded by a gentleman named Rolf C. Hagen, and he and his two brothers, Horst and Dieter, built the business. So, not only do we sell cat products under our Catit brand, but we also make hundreds and hundreds of other products for fish, for dogs, for reptiles. And we have other brands. We have Fluval Aquatics. We have Exoterra reptile products. So really what Hagen Group is it's our master company, so to speak. And, as I mentioned, we're a family-owned company. So we have each of these brands. That's what Hagen Group is. And, we really focus on enriching the pets' lives and enriching pet parents' lives across all categories. So whether you have a dog, a fish, a gerbil, a koi pond, or of course cats, which we know we all love.
And we're on Cattitude, so we're mostly about all cats for this show. But we know some people have, dogs too, or maybe a reptile or fish to keep your cats entertained, or something like that. But I don't know how I didn't know this. I never knew that Hagen was family owned. And in this day and age, with all of and they're a pretty large, pet manufacturer. There's so many brands that to have a family owned business that large is kind of rare.
Oh, absolutely. That we're on our second generation of management. Our president and CEO, Rolf Hagen, is running the company. He's doing all this good work, putting all this resources and support behind Catit. And he works with two of his brothers, Tom and Mark Hagen. So, it's a great family company to work for. They're really nice people. And you can tell the dedication to the pet industry and really to pets. The reason why we do everything, we like to say.
Well, thanks for telling us about that.
No problem.
Let's talk about Catit, because, Cattitude. We have everyone listening either has a cat, wants a cat, is thinking about a cat, or just loves listening to my voice, which I doubt. But what is, you said Catit's all about cats. Catit is the brand name, but what are some of the different products that are under the Catit brand name?
Well, under the Catit brand, we make a variety of products, right? So we have our foods and treats. So that would be our gold fern, our Nuna food, which is our insect-based food. Then we have our treats like creamies, nibblies, and shreds. I believe your cats enjoy some of the creamy treats.
We'll talk about them later. That's crap for them. I could get them to do anything almost they just know the sound of the refrigerator opening.
I know.
I should make a reel or something with social media, which is not my forte, but do something like that. Because this cat goes crazy. They go crazy for it. And you just have to open the fridge if you're making dinner. There's a cat. Just look.
Oh, absolutely. That's what they do. They're just like, hey, Mom, where's my food? So we make that, we make what we call consumables in the industry trade. And then we have, our hard goods and our toys. So we have a lot of interactive accessories and toys in our Census line, which is all really cat enrichment toys, whether it's chases, whether it's scratchers, massage centers. And then, of course, one thing that the Hagen Group is really good at, and I like to say this to people all the time, is we're really good at filtering water. And that's where you see our fountains, which are, we started the fountain category with 15, 20 years ago, we had cat fountains, and we've been evolving those cat fountains ever since. Today, we have our Pixie, our top of the line Pixie Smart Fountain, which it's an app driven fountain that tells you when it's got low on water, when you need to change the filter, and tells you anything that's going wrong with it. And then we have, along with that, our Pixie Smart line, we also have Pixie Smart Feeders, which help portion control your cat's food, and you're able to feed on a regular schedule. We have our Pixie 6-meal feeder, which is a really cool feeder that has 6 trays that open up almost like a clock, that the tray spins around inside, and you can portion your meal to set it up for twice a day, once a day. And within that, you can serve dry food, you can serve wet food. There's a freezer pack inside of it to keep the food cool. And then, of course, I think we sent you guys some samples of this. We have our Pixie Smart Camera. So we do that. We're really interested in bringing technology to bear to some of these products that we know people have. Interactive toys, treat spinners that you can control with your mobile device, our cameras where you can interact with your cat. You can call out to them. You can tell them to get off the furniture when you're away, or just, dispense treats for them when you're away, which is really cool. And then, of course, we also have our Vesper furniture. I think you guys have a sample of our fluffy bed.
And my cats fit in it, which I was surprised because they're all big.
Yeah, so we have different size. We have a bunch of different size furniture pieces. And one of the things, we came out with the Vesper furniture line, I think about 6 years ago now at this point. Our mission, directed down from Rolf, the boss, said, I want you to make good cat furniture. And our design team looked at it and said, well, I don't want cat furniture that's wrapped up carpet in my house. So they really put some effort into it and really designing the furniture to be furniture, not to be a cat tree, but it's cat furniture that you would be happy to have in your house. So, you've got all the requirements for the cat, right? So you've got high perches, you've got soft beds, you've got scratching posts, but it's designed in such a way that it looks like a piece of furniture. It's not just, say, a post wrapped in a carpet remnant. This is something with nice finishes, nice woods. So, I could talk about these things all day. I love them.
Also, what I like about, when you talked about your different products, I've seen and unfortunately bought or was the recipient of scratchers in the past. Not all of them, but some, where you're basically putting it together and you end up taping it. And when you're done, it looks like some crazy craft,
It's like a craft project. You're looking at it thinking like, okay, is this
that you're looking at going, what the heck? Well, what is this? Why isn't it going together like it's supposed to, And then your cat goes and scratches on it once and it falls over and there it is.
Yeah, it's so nice. I've been in the pet industry for about 20 years. And, one of the really nice things about it is that you've seen the evolution, that we've evolved from these also ran maybe products to really providing cats with products that are good for them, good for the pet parents, and that serve a purpose. The idea of having the cat furniture is I'd rather my cat scratch the cat furniture than my sofa. So
Yeah.
if you can get something that doesn't look like a craft project, that doesn't look like you picked up the rug remnants, it can sit in your house, it can be sustainable, it can be a good quality product. So you're not out there getting it every 6 months. You're replacing what needs to be replaced. The scratching posts are meant to be scratched. And that's what your cat's going to be craving. Your cat's going to want to go in there and they're going to want to stretch. They're going to want to go and stand on their back and scratch themselves, scratch the post. They're going to want to stretch on the post. So one of the things that we've done with those products is make them easily replace the pieces that should be replaced. You don't need to replace the high perch, right? And you shouldn't have to throw it away when the sisal scratchers seen better days. So we offer to have replacement parts on that. So you're only replacing what's really being used.
Great idea and better for the environment.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. Over the years, and especially let's talk about just the last year because you have new products that came out.
Yes.
How do you decide what your cat might like for, how do you just find the best gift for your cat, the best toy? Is your cat, do you get them a bed if they're lazy? Do you, get an interactive toy if they like to move or they should be moving? Maybe you should get an interactive toy no matter what.
You should always get the interactive toy. When I recommend to my friends what should they get their pets, the first thing I'm doing is saying, hey, you need to get functional products. You need to have a good waterer. You need to have a good fountain because you want them to have healthy food, healthy water. And then after that, we're looking at, we have these great interactive toys. I encourage people to interact with your cat. Your cat needs to exercise because we've all seen cats, and, I don't want to call out any names, that might just kind of be a little lazy. They may just kind of eat all day and sleep.
Fine.
You need to get that cat out and exercise. So how do you do that?
Interactive.
Some of those simplest toys are the most fun and interactive. The wand toys. We have this census mushroom that is this nice, it's shaped like a mushroom. It's got a little feather in it that pops out of different holes in the mushroom and it chases around. We have our treat dispensers. We have these little interactive treat dispensers that look like a mouse that shake and shimmy. And then as they shake and shimmy, they drop treats around so the cats interact with that. So I really encourage people to get toys that you can interact with your cat. Enhance that bond.
And Damian, as you're saying everything, you know what? It reminds me of, and I've done many, many, many shows and learned so much on Cattitude, but cats, they're prey and predators. They're hunters. They like to, even though we've had them domesticated, they still go for the hunt.
You had me at hello.
Another reason why with this interactive toys that engage them.
Absolutely. 100%. Right. Cats have certain intrinsic qualities. Okay. They hunt, they stalk, and they prey. So if you look at our toys, they can do just that. We have our speed circuit where they chase the ball around. We have the mushroom that I just mentioned about where they're going after the various feathers that keep popping out, because that's what a cat's doing. And when you allow your cat to do these type of activities, you're keeping them mentally stimulated. So not only are they getting exercise physically, but they're mentally exercising their natural instincts. So that's why the cat goes and they stalk the feather on the wand that you're playing with. That's what they're doing. They're taking their natural instincts, they're getting low, they're crawling up to it, and they're jumping on the feather. And, for us, it's play, and for them, it's play, but it's also really helps them mentally. So they're not honestly sitting around bored all day and just eating.
Exactly. We're going to take a short break and we're going to be right back. Molly, here's your dinner. Zeus, that's not your food.
Don't let that happen to your precious cat. Elevate your cat's eating experience with the Cat Tree Tray. The Cat Tree Tray keeps your cat's food off the floor and conveniently located on the cat tree. It's the perfect way to eat. It's a beautiful wrought iron tray that easily attaches to your cat tree and keeps dogs and other critters out of your cat's dish. A must for multi-pet households. There's a 6-inch tray for large bowls and a 4-inch tray for smaller bowls. Purchase your cat tree tray today. Go right now to cattreetray.com. That's cattreetray.com. CATTREETRAY.com.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We're speaking with Damian Hall. We're talking about great Catit products that are all from the part of the parent group. That's the Hagen Group. So, okay, Damian, I want to ask your favorite, and then I'm going to tell you my cat's favorite. In all of the toys that you have this year or I don't even want to go down to the whatever's brand new or whatever. What is your favorite toy and favorite treat for cats?
Favorite? Oh, that's a tough one. I really like the interactive mouse treat dispenser. It looks like a little egg with ears on it. Looks like a mouse. It shakes and the cats just go crazy. It's got a little tail on it that flies out. And I think that's one of the best toys because it can go anywhere. You can take it. You can travel with it if you're traveling with your cat to give them a little exercise somewhere. Treats, I think we're probably in the same camp here. Creamy. These are the greatest treat. It's a nice interactive treat. You can freeze them. You can put them on like a little spoon. The cat can eat them off of it. You can make we have little silicone ice cream trays that you can make little treats for them. And some great things about it. Cats love it. It's highly palatable.
My cats are junkies with this stuff. It's like the expression cat crack. Yeah, that's in my house. We keep them in the fridge. We're in a warm place that's pretty warm all year long, South Florida. We get cold when it's 40 degrees. Sorry, but
we're putting shorts on in January when it's 40.
Hey, 2 of my cats are outdoor cats because one of them will not come inside and they're like partners, so I can't break them up. They actually have a cat heating pad. When it's 50, my house turns it on. I don't get this, but he goes, but they like it. So, all right, off topic. So anyway, but let's get back to Catit. So we keep them in the fridge all the time. So anytime the refrigerator's opened and you shut it, you hear that like click, even just open, you look down and there's a cat. Always.
I hate to say it, but I love to hear that.
They are nuts over the Catit creamy treats. The ones I have, they're like in a tube. So we rip off the tube, leave it like that because I don't know. That's how we roll here.
You know what? It's like the freeze pops when we were kids, right?
Yeah.
All of
the cats like it. What Charlotte's scared of it in the package, but she's a little bit nuts. So we put it on the floor for her, but she won't do a spoon either. Yeah. The other ones, I think they like biting it. Molly likes to bite it.
Yeah, I mean it's a great treat. So like as I was mentioning, it's got a great profile, high in high meat content, rich in amino acids. So it's healthy. It's healthier than you think. It's not all bad stuff or anything like that. It has a good profile on it.
I'm glad to hear that because they have it regularly.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's important to make sure that when you're giving your cats a treat that on the regular basis, that it's not just going to be a moment on the lips and a lifetime on the hips. So it's our responsibility to help cats maintain healthy weight. So this is a great treat for them that that you can do that and you don't have to worry about, am I overindulging them, am I giving them too much? Everything in moderation, but you don't have to worry about giving it to them every day. It's not it's not high in fat and bad things. And of course you get to interact with your cat.
But you have other treats also, don't you? You have a jelly treat.
Absolutely. So we have a couple different things. We have our Catit shreds, which is kind of like a topper. And we also have some other shreds that, it almost looks like rawhide for cats. And then, of course, just regular kibble type treats that work in our treat dispensers as well as our just as like reward treats as well.
Well, good to know. And by the way, I did do a little test with when the Catit treats arrived, and I had another like liquid kind of one, and I did a blind taste test. Not like they would know anyways, they can't read. And they liked the Catit the best. I mean,
I like to hear that.
do a compare and contrast and critique whatever on Cattitude, but yeah, the Catit one, that was hands down. So all three of them were trying to get at the Catit one. The other one, they're like, no, this is the good stuff.
I hate to say it, that's what we like to hear. We want to know that our cat treats are the best and that Catit Creamy is the number one choice of cats nationwide.
So before we tell everyone where they can buy Catit products, let's go briefly. You also, because I know you make a lot of other stuff, but you also have a line for dogs called Zeus, right?
Yes, we do.
It's near and dear because my Zeus passed in August 2020.
Aww,
so he's in doggy heaven, but I love that it's named Zeus. But most people that have dogs have cats. Not everyone, but some. So let's talk like briefly about what you have under the Zeus line.
Absolutely. So we've been making dog toys and dog treats and bags and, leashes for, since 1955, basically. The past couple of years, we've really decided to refocus some attention on our Zeus brand. So we have interactive toys. We have the Zeus Duo line, which is this really high dense rubber interactive chew toys that we have. We are working on new fountains for dogs because a little secret, we actually started making dog fountains before we made cat fountains.
Makes sense. And
we're going to be making some more dog fountains that are probably similar to the fountains that you're used to seeing with cat, with the tech, and I say that from a technology standpoint. They'd also, obviously be geared towards dogs. They're not going to be 6 inches tall. They're going to be higher. They're going to hold more weight. But we also have dog treats. Up in Canada, we manufacture our own dog foods. So we're going to have expanded dog treats as well under our Zeus brand and our Zoe brand, which is Zoe is our dog treats. And we have pill pops and snack treats like that as well, and training treats. So we kind of cover the gamut. We also have, we have some dog beds, we have some crates and stuff. So it's really kind of all aspects of your dog's life.
So with all this talk about all of these great things that pet parents can get for their fur babes for the holidays, where can they find Catit products? And for those that have dogs, Zeus products also.
Catit products, there's multiple places you can buy the Catit products. You can go visit our website, which is catit.com, or you can go to Amazon. You can see us on the internet. We're also in many, many of your favorite independent pet stores, which we absolutely encourage you to go visit. Check out your local pet store, and many of them carry our foods, our treats, our toys, and our fountains, of course, which we can never stop talking about our fountains.
Oh, I think the fountains are great. I love using fountains. I have the fountains. You were on the show a little while, not too long ago, when we did the talked about the Catit fountains. I love the fact that a couple of the cats I had Molly was from birth, but they love a fountain. I mean, they were okay drinking from a still bowl, but give them a fountain and they love it. And it's so much better for them to drink water than to not. So I think it should be commonplace, in the household. Litter box, fountain, scratcher, bed. It should
scratcher, bed. Right, toys, excessive amount of toys.
Yeah, just because you want your cat to drink water, it's healthier for your cat.
Absolutely, and a lot of people kind of rely on the food that they get as being moist and whatnot with a high water content, but. We know from studies, cats do not drink still water. Cats want running water. These fountains provide clean, cold, running water, and that really encourages the cat to drink, and that really helps with urinary issues, urinary tract infections, and that's one of the leading ailment of cats is that they literally just don't drink enough water.
That's a big thing. And yep. Dennis found me, but he was already like a couple years old, and he ended up, and this is common with male cats, crystals in his urine.
Yep.
That was before I had him. I didn't adopt him when he was a kitten. And that was, not only was it a health issue that was almost missed, and there almost was no more Dennis, but it's a very severe health issue. And
absolutely.
Expensive very expensive. So yeah, so that's yes, your cats need to drink water. Get yourself a Catit fountain. So, Damian, any special wishes for all the cats for this holiday season?
Well, I wish everybody a happy, healthy, and safe holiday season. And I think everyone should get out there and enjoy some creamies.
Great idea. Thank you so much. I know my trio is going to. Thank you so much for coming on Cattitude and sharing all this great information about the Hagen Group and Catit treats and toys and fountains and also the Zeus products. And we'll be looking for them, there's at a wealth of places. They're very easy to find your products. So thank you so much for coming on Cattitude.
Thank you, Michelle. Have a wonderful holiday, and thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed this show. I try not to play favorites, but I really love Catit products. And the Catit creamy treats, my cats love that stuff. To them, it's the best. It beats everything else. So they just love it. So you can check out all their products at Catit.com. I want to thank my guest, Damian Hall, for coming on Cattitude and sharing all this great information for all the cat pet parents out there for the holidays, and for doggy pet parents too. A lot of us have cats and dogs. And I want to thank my cat crew, which had no problem trying the Catit creamy cat treats. They were more than happy to be taste testers. So Dennis, Charlotte, Molly, Sammy, and Jethro had a blast. They also loved the Catit fountain, and they went nuts over the Vesper Castle. So be sure to check out Catit.com. And I want to thank all of you for listening to Cattitude. I've been recording Cattitude now for, this is almost 5 years. So thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it so much. Our Catit audience keeps growing and growing. So thank you. And I want to especially thank my producer, Mark Winter, for making me and my guests sound amazing. Now remember, lose the attitude. Have Cattitude.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.